Thank you for supporting this bedroom maid. Your support means the world to us as a small indie team. You're welcome. I love supporting small indie teams. Should you come across any bugs or reports in the Discord channel, we think appreciate. Okay, we'll see about that. How's the audio? The music's so far too loud? Should I turn it down or this is okay? I don't know, Tristan. I don't know if it's point and click or if we can move around. No idea. It didn't say point and click on the shop page. Just that a bit. I mean, maybe we can turn it down a little bit in the options. How's that? Oh. I think that's gonna be good. Yeah, awesome. New game. This game takes account of all of your actions, including the ones you decide not to take. These choices will determine your fate and the fates of others around you. Proceed with caution. Ooh, I didn't know it was one of those games. Says the police. Montreal. Okay, so we're in Canada.
Come on now, miss. Let's keep moving.
Okay. Ooh. WAC. Oh, okay. Okay, so I don't have a lot of range with the camera. I can move it a little bit, but definitely not like everywhere. Can we pick something up? Can I talk to somebody? Just checking for that. Okay, I'm guessing that this policeman wants me to follow him. Can I go back? Not very far. Okay, and I definitely can turn around. Okay. Map of Montreal, okay. Oh my god, the typewriter sounds.
It's on your right. Here.
Okay, you know what? It's the 50s. Why am I even surprised? Am I right? Interview room?
No, I'm usually in charge of the second and third.
So each maid has her assigned floor?
Yes, exactly.
Then why is it that you were working on the 5th floor last week?
Well, the usual girl, Sophie, she had to take some time off. So Linda...
We're almost there.
Yeah, I want to hear the witness.
I see. Does this man look familiar to you?
Not sure.
Look closely. Take your time.
Just a little further now.
Is it all the dialogue? Okay, so we had a witness number 1, no name. A maid in probably the same hotel we are working in, who usually does the 2nd and 3rd floor, but...
Expect me to believe that's all you were doing there? Having a drink? And I suppose you being dressed as a woman was a coincidence, is that it? It was only meant as a joke. Oh, come on. We all know what's going on at Manny's. You and your deviant friends may think you're a
Miss, it's just down the corridor. Come on.
It was the first time I ever went there.
Oh, is that right? So if I take your picture and show it to the others, they won't recognize you?
Well, honestly might, but
We're almost there.
So who else might recognize you? Your family and your friends. When they see your face in tomorrow's papers, you wouldn't like that, would you? Might lose your job.
Just a little further now.
Shut up!
Daddy's basement. Well, all that trouble will be avoided if you start writing names. Now.
Motherfucker, that's a shit interrogation method.
Miss, it's just down the corridor. Come on.
Dude. This conversation is going on, okay? And I want to listen. So shut the fuck up.
We're almost there.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so further down we had a maid from our hotel who usually cleans other floors and cleaned ours, and for some reason that's suspicious. And now we have a suspect who apparently likes to dress as a woman.
Just a little further now.
Shut up, I'm talking. Sounds like a male. Maybe drag queen, maybe gay. We'll figure it out. Panda! Panda, you know who's sexy? Oh, no, I can't go back. Oh, I can't go back that much. There was a very sexy calendar with a very sexy lady, 50s style base suit. Very sexy.
Here we are.
And yes, we have this very not friendly officer who just interrupts us listening in other people's interrogations. So rude.
Good luck.
What do you mean, good luck? I didn't do anything.
She's all yours, sir.
Excuse me?
Sophie Roy, I'm Detective Maurice Tremblay. Let's see. 21 years old, working at the Clarington for over a year. Husband?
I'm sorry?
Are you married?
No, not yet. I live with my mother. She's sick, so I have to take care of her.
No father?
No. It's always just been me and my mom.
All right, Miss Roy. I need you to tell me everything that happened, starting with this morning.
Oh, par la fontaine, les filles s'en vont et s'y promènent au bras des garçons. Tu les entraînes au cœur des buissons où elles étrennent l'amour en saison. Tu les enchaînes dans un tourbillon de vrais poèmes, car dans les frissons naissent toujours les plus belles chansons d'amour. Au clair de la fontaine, j'ai vu dans tes yeux mille couleurs. Quand la claire fontaine s'amusait au jeu de nos deux cœurs.
Document's done. Now just a bit of tidying up and I can go on break.
Longtemps de ce vieux pas, la fontaine, tu dans tes grands yeux.
Give me a second. Can I? Awesome. Panda got 75% on mock exam today. They were tutor said I think it's up to a B1 level. Making simple mistakes and missed 2 commas. Panda, I'm so proud of you, girl. So proud of you. Can I get some little in the parks or bobs or hypes or something in the chat to celebrate Panda? Let's go. You know what? I'm gonna do some too. We're gonna need. We want some bobs, and we want some pogs, and we want some hype. Yes, of course. I'm so proud of you. You deserve it. And by the way, commas are hard. Like even for me as a dang it. Now I don't know the word. You know, as I feel like I'm watching my own downfall. No, why? Girl. I'm proud of you. Oh,
I'm
Can't
guessing
expect
you've
those.
seen better days. But you're obviously still important to someone.
Looks like some fire damage. Did Jimmy get you? Did Jimmy have you in his hands? No, I don't switch the music off. Okay, it was empty. We can definitely snoop around. Oh, putting the ashtray back. Make bed. Yes, please.
A bed's not complete without its pillow.
We're gonna have to find that. Yeah, but drama in and of itself is hard. So it's still.
That's a lot of money to owe. Just what did you get yourself involved in?
Okay, acknowledgement of debt. Acknowledgement of initial loan. Initial amount $1,500. Amount overdue $3,500. Jesus. On the date of the initial loan, the lender agreed to lend an amount of money into the sum of $1,500 to the borrower for an enduring period of 12 months calculated from the date of initial loan. Also, Panda, I mean, if you like know you make these mistakes, I always thought, you know, knowing what mistakes you make is your biggest chance of improving, because then you know what to seek out. And I mean, that's just a spelling mistake. Don't feel bad about yourself, please. I know you can make it. I believe in you so hard. You're doing so good. Okay? Some hugs and some big belief for you, Panda. Love you too, babe. Okay. The borrower was to be I don't know how to say that. Obliged? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, sorry. To pay interest at the rate of excuse me. Or is that a 150% or what? Because I was just about to say the jump from 1,500 to 3,500 is insane. Yeah, I mean, you can be happy I didn't take a sip. Streamlabs didn't tell me to hydrate. I would have spit all that across the room. Obliged. Obliged? No, that's probably wrong. I'm probably only making it worse. Obliged? Like that? Obliged? That sounds just wrong. Really? Obliged? That sounds like a lie, honestly. It's pretty dumb sometimes. Okay. Obliged. Just to see if it's French. The thing is, I'm better at recognizing French words because it's not like we don't have those. Like, it's not like we don't have words in German that are kind of loaned from the French language. Okay, so I'm guessing there's a 0 missing at the end of it, and we're looking at least 150% interest. Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah, that would pretty much make sense because he has to pay back $2,000 more than he lent, which, no, it's not quite 150% because 150 would be 1,225. Yeah, like, I mean, it says 15 here, but you can see that something is smudged, and I'm guessing that's some more. Well, it has to be zero or something because Jesus Christ. I mean, they're paying back $2,000 more than they loaned in the last quarter. And they're hitting us with the big language knowledge here today. I'm digging it. Okay, per annum, sorry, per year, the total sum of said interest to be paid together with capital sum of the granted loan, but the loan's periods end. Jesus Christ. I mean, you're talking loan sharks here. With the loan period reaching its conclusion on July 2nd, 1957. And date of acknowledgement is January 16th, 1958. Huh? Okay, for some reason that those dates aren't matching up. The borrower was expected to have repaid the full amount owed. Wait, that's only half a year. Oh, okay. So he was only supposed to... Okay, so he took a loan for 1,500 and was supposed to pay it back after 6 months, but now it's been more than a year. Okay, I get it. Red thread, guys. We're starting early with the red thread. If failure to do so will prompt further action, of course. Refer to PG3 for further details on the place... Oh, page 3. Further details on the place and time of repayment. Refer to section C for the expected rates of all overdue payments as they relate to the time that has passed since the end of the loan period. Do we have something on the back? No. Oh, okay. Wait, on the toggle, did it say... Oh yeah, see? So here it says 150% per annum. Illegible, so it can't read, so Mayhew? Someone with the last name of Mayhew? And the second person is completely illegible. Okay. I'm liking this already. I'm interested. We're thinking about this is a room, okay? Oh, I mean, obviously it's a room. It's a hotel room. Duh. This is a room. Smartest thing I ever fucking said. Okay, music has stopped. Then we can turn you off. Okay, so we have a hotel room. Oh, and oh, of course, because the ashtray fell down. I mean, plushies tell me children or child. Taking out loans tells me adults. This is a room. Yes. Me at the start of a mystery crime game where you have to do a lot of thinking and be a detective. This is a room. Okay, so you get me? Like, this side is telling me child, and this side is telling me adult. So, potentially parent with child and having money issues. Drama! We replace the pillow, we clean this.
Good enough.
Girl, you're a magician. You know me. You know my family. You've had a seat... Okay. You had a seat at our bar since the day we opened in 49. You're more than a friend to us. You're practically family. And while friends are polite to each other, family deserves more. Family deserves honesty. As such, I want to be as direct as possible in letting you know that you're down to your last chance. The $8,380 you owe us, plus 25% interest, is now 8 months overdue. Dude, what are you doing? No, thanks for the clip. Okay, so we have someone who's like 12.5K in debt. Awesome. My patience is running thin. Oh, and I'm trying to be dramatic here, and you make me laugh. Look at you. Well, honestly, Panda, I love it. Thank you so much. This isn't like one of your unpaid bar tabs. You came to us for help, and help always comes at a price. I disagree with that, especially when you're talking family, but... $5.5K in debt. Did you get a cold? Joke on the America's medical system. Well, joke's on you, Panda, because we're in Canada here. We've opened our pockets to you time and time again. Yeah, especially if they have unpaid bar tabs. Okay, so an adult. I'm gonna jump ahead and guess male, potentially with a child, in a lot of debt, and since they would go to a bar at least somewhat regularly and don't play their tabs, money issues, maybe alcohol issues, definitely a heavy smoker. I mean, if someone tells me they also gamble, I wouldn't be surprised. Sorry, we've opened our pockets to you time and time again, and all you've done is taking advantage of our goodwill and generosity. We'll come over in person to make a collection tomorrow. Wow, that doesn't sound threatening. I'll be bringing along the boys. So we can all sit down and have a little chat. Boy, the air quotes are heavy on this one. But just so you know, they aren't too good with words. Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't need that. I didn't need the last sentence at all. No. Yeah, just me and the boys coming over. I mean, honestly, the more I think about it, they're talking about family, but it always comes at a price. We come over with the boys, they're not good with words. I mean, this is giving me strong mafia vibes, let's be honest. Nice painting. Nice artwork here. Tree, list. Yeah, let's clean that out. And if they're owing more money, dear Mr. and Mrs. Mapleson, regretful as we are to have to resort to these lines of communication, our client and your neighbor, the owner of 8832nd Street, has been ultimately evasive of your many attempts to reach out and collect our due debts, specifically an amount owed to us to a sum of $1,904.75. Well, I'm guessing, I mean, those could be the same people with the third piece of paper, but don't potentially, so either it's the same people or different people, because then we are looking at like $15,000 of debt. He has given us little resource but to contact him through those in close physical proximity to him in the hopes that they can deliver a message on our behalf. We have little desire to disturb you and the other fine citizens of 32nd Street, but our business may bring us back to your neighborhood if it is not resolved quickly. The help of your kind community would be greatly appreciated for us and certainly for your neighbor. Kindly, Lucky Coin Financing. Well, Le Petit Régal. The room service menu. Oh my god, hot beverages, coffee, tea, hot chocolate milk. or chocolate milk for 20 cents. Gotta love the 50s. What do you have? Come on, an Atlantic salmon fillet for $5.85. Chicken breast for $3.50. All dinner orders are served with steamed vegetables, chef salad, and or soup du jour. Dessert, French pastry, 45 cents. Sundae, apple pie, 55. Chocolate cake, 60. God, if only.
You brought your own mug? Well,
Ha, best
I
dad.
guess ours aren't quite as complimentary.
Knew it. Someone's a dad, and someone's male. And in a lot of that. Oh yeah, slumber party with the boys. And you know, them saying they're not good with words, you know, they are just really shy. They didn't mean to say that they're, you know, aggressive or something. No, they're just very shy. Is stream still there? Did we stream it? Because my chat just reconnected for me and now I'm a little worried. Opening up Twitch Inspector just to be safe. Sorry. Looking? No, tells me I'm good. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, Evo. Maybe they don't speak English, and that's not why they don't speak words. Maybe they just speak French. Okay, let's check that. Okay. No, just shoot. Oh, clean the toilet, yes, please. Okay. A towel hung over the mirror. Why? And why can't I clean it? And interesting. Clean the bathtub. Scrub, scrub, scrub.
And voila. Good as new.
Honestly, why can't I clean that? Maybe there's a thread written in red lipstick on the mirror. I want to see that. Open the closet. Let's snoop around. Inspect. Oh yeah, okay, so that's... yeah, just a sign. What about the safe? Oh, I can't check the safe. We have a red scarf. Some additional bedding. No, I don't want to exit yet. Let's close that. Close that. And we had some interaction.
Only menswear. Are you in town for a business trip, maybe?
Okay, so that's all I could do.
Only menswear. Are you in town for a business trip, maybe?
Oh yeah, of course. Babble. Can't open it. Some business with the boys. Yeah, let's put that away. Okay. Okay, I get that. You know, I get that we can't open it because this is in front of it. I get that. But you know, this is nagging at me. Why can't I remove this towel and clean that up?
Have you heard about that nut house they want to build next door?
Yeah, it creeps me out. Imagine all the weirdos who'll start hanging around the hotel.
I can think of someone who'll feel right at home. Look at her, always glued to that gossip magazine.
Do you think she has any real friends? Or is it just Gracie, Joan, and Marilyn?
Well, when your own life is that dull, you need to get your excitement somewhere.
Bitches.
Oh, did you see Rebecca come in this morning? She was wearing the same clothes.
This is exactly the kind of behavior Linda warned me about.
She's doing everything she can to break us apart.
Sophie speaking.
Hey, it's Beth. Do you think you could come up real quick?
Sure. I'll be right there.
You're right, you shouldn't.
No, I realize I've been blind. I was so in love with you that I couldn't see.
What?
It's cute to hear Sophie's
Let's
thoughts.
see what Beth wanted to talk about.
Okay, so I guess that's giving me a hint on where to go, how to progress, who to seek out, kind of deal. Hot
Tempting, but every penny adds up, Sophie.
Uh-huh. There we go. You know, hot coffee, cigarettes.
Now's not the time to pick up smoking, Sophie.
Again, we're in the 50s. It's probably against the law to not smoke.
Oh, shock. Leaving luggage in the lobby? Are you trying to get Bernard to kill you? Oh, shock. Leaving luggage in the lobby? Are you trying to get Bernard to kill you?
Okay, we now had Jacques in another room with Wendy. Oh my god, is it like Valentine's Day or something? Because we saw it snowing earlier. I mean, I hear it's snowing 90% of the year in Canada. But you know, those make me think it's February.
This leak really needs to be fixed. I hope the weather doesn't make it worse.
Uh-huh, okay. The restroom's closed. Ballroom, reception. Monday, February 17, 1958. Okay, yeah, so we're a little past Valentine's Day, at least. Just hanging out with the boys on Valentine's Day. Oh, of course. Either... I hope you know that kind of image you're putting into my brain with this. Okay, the Montrealer. 31 pages, Montreal. 10 cents. Hey. 19 arrested in deviate rate. What's deviate? Jesus. Gonna have to check some vocabulary here. Okay. that like a 50s way of saying criminals? Or, you know, when people talked all fancy and shit? Okay. Montreal police arrested 19 persons. Jesus Christ, just say people. Well, okay, you know, it's 50s fancy talk. In an early Saturday raid at Manny's Lounge. Okay. Oh, we heard about Manny's in the intro scene. And the inspector talked to a suspect, someone who was just labeled a suspect, who apparently liked to dress up and meet other guys at Manny's. So that's possibly a kind of gay club. So the term deviate could also refer to gays. Huh. Again, of course, 50s. Now, when I hear raid, I was like, okay, like mafia, drugs, kind of some criminals, but not gays. Because gays aren't fucking criminals. But again, 50s. Located on Stanley Street, downtown Montreal. The establishment owned by Emmanuel Laliberté is a known hangout for sex deviates. A Montreal City employee, a court official, and 2 teachers were among those seized. Yeah, guess that. According to official reports, Lieutenant Sullivan Gulbord, I hope Ella doesn't hear me say this, says he plans to send letters to schools employing the arrested teachers. Jesus Christ. School principals, parents, and fellow teachers should prevent such people from being in close contact with youngsters. Ugh. I'm getting sick. Ugh. But again, the content warners about homophobia. He said, "It is everyone's responsibility to protect our children." Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry, I'm a little thin-skinned. I watched the beginning of, again, like, kind of trigger warning, of a little documentary kind of thing. What do we call it? Documentary, or kind of more like a report, from, a German kind of journalist collective, which was about abortion and abortion rights, and, you know, they also talked with people who are not for that. And that's also a kind of topic that, you know, as a female, is very near and dear to my heart. And, you know, I'm a little bit triggered already. And this is also kind of triggering. We're gonna take a deep breath and chill. Lieutenant Fucknuts also promised an investigation would be opened on Laliberté, who already has a criminal record to his name. Continued on page 3. Major snowstorm paralyzes city. Montreal is paralyzed by this winter's 5th and most important snowstorm. 15 inches of snow are expected until the end of the day. Excuse me, inches? Doesn't Canada use the metric system? Like sane countries do? The last major storm back in January had covered the city with 12 inches of snow. The storm started yesterday, with 6 inches falling during the day and 6 more during the night. Violent winds created giant snowbanks all over the city. Many drivers ignored police warnings. Might vary depending on where you're in Canada. Oh, really? Okay. Didn't know that. Many drivers ignored police warnings and decided to take their cars at their own risk, resulting in several accidents. Trips from the United States are expected to be delayed up to 3 hours. That's not that much. I know I wanted to make a joke about German trains here, but that's probably not the right audience to do it. At Dover Airport, most departures have been cancelled, while arrivals are delayed or diverted altogether. Continued on page 5. Shop owners against new mental hospital. A group of downtown Montreal businessmen and shop owners met with Mayor Sarto Fournier last week to air their grievances concerning the city's recent decision to allow construction of a new mental hospital on Dorchester Boulevard. William Weston, manager of Weston's department store, says he and his group will fight tooth and nail to prevent the hospital's construction. Will our customers feel safe to come downtown for their shopping needs, knowing there are lunatics next door? He said, continued on page 8. Another bloody Valentine. Valentine's Day concluded in horror last Friday with the murder of an Outremont resident. Outremont? Is this like supposed to be the outer part of Montreal? Ah, thanks, Evo. Detective Evo on top again today, and with the research. Thank you very much. Interesting. A worried neighbor called the authorities at 11:15 p.m. after hearing loud shouts from next door. When police arrived, they found the lifeless body of a 34-year-old man. Authorities have refused to identify the victim, provide any details about the circumstances of his death. No suspect has been apprehended yet, but Detective Lieutenant Maurice Tremblay asked anyone with information to come forward as soon as possible. Continued on page 14. Does your personal hygiene worry you? Are those worries bothering your husband? Stop worrying and save your marriage by Liz Oil. Liz Oil is an indispensable aid to marriage hygiene. What the fuck is marriage hygiene? Millions of women use it regularly to safeguard their beauty and avoid undesirable surprises. Okay, is it for like the face? Or is it for like the vagina? You have to tell me. Like, I don't get this veiled sugarcoat, I don't talk about sex shit talk. Just tell me where to put the fucking oil. It's penetrative. Okay, so it's for the vagina and effective even in the presence of organic matter. Okay. What? Even in the presence of organic matter. Well, if I'm supposed to put it on my body, it's on organic matter. Jesus Christ. Begin to use Liz Oil today so you can stop worrying about your hygiene and focus on more important things such as pleasing your hardworking husband. God, I'm really going to start to feel sick. Liz Oil has been endorsed for more than 60 years by scientists, medical professionals, and many other men who have women's hygiene at heart. A Liz Oil Corporation product. Okay, so men have been telling women to use a product that's supposedly good for their hygiene for 16 years, but really is all about pleasing your hardworking husband. And can someone of you Google Liz Oil and check out if this is actually a thing? And if it is a thing, what is it? God, I hate this. I mean, this is a full fucking page advertising for some snake oil, telling women that they have to use or their marriage will break apart and their husband will leave them. I mean, look at the picture. Liz Oil. L-I-Y-S. You know, fuck it. I'm gonna Google it myself. I want to know if this is like something real or something they invented for the game. I have to know. I have to fucking know. Okay, I'm just finding a lip plumper, but that's like a modern day kind of oil. And then I'm finding some scents. Okay. I'm getting like a brand. Yeah, but I was also thinking like, okay, yeah, maybe it's just a brand name. When you get marital hygiene makes me think like sex stuff. Valentine's ball.
Poor Nicole. No one should be stuck cleaning up the reception hall after a ball, even if they did draw the short straw.
Okay, so Nicole pulled the short straw and has to clean the ballroom. Poor girl.
Hey, Beth.
Hey there. So, who's sleeping?
Sleep... what?
You were whispering just now on the phone, so I thought maybe Eugene or Bobby were napping in the break room again.
Oh, yeah, no. It's Jacques and Wendy. They were, in the middle of something.
Ugh, it's so awkward when they start making out like no one's watching. Get a room. We literally work in a hotel.
Okay. And we were told at the beginning that our choices matter. I mean, they weren't kissing, they were just... I'll try to know them.
You said you needed me?
Oh, straight to business then.
Sorry, it's just a busy day.
I get it. It's been non-stop for me this morning too. Wanna guess why I summoned you here?
Yes, please. Oh, guess. We clean, see a mouse. Why would she summon us? I mean, I would guess it's something more serious than something to clean, because as a maid, that's just our job. See a mouse. No, she's too calm for that, and I don't have any other options. So.
I'm really bad at guessing games.
It doesn't have to be a good guess. Just say the first thing that comes to mind.
I don't know. Please just tell me.
Well, if I can't make you work for it. A nice gentleman decided it was time to redesign the lobby and helped us by knocking over that vase on his way out of the hotel.
Literally for cleaning?
I would do it myself, but the last time I tried to leave the front desk, Bernard emerged from his lair to scold me about procedures and whatnot.
Well, we can't have the beauty of the Clarington Hotel take absence from her throne, can we?
Oh, the people would riot.
Bernard especially.
Bernard's hardly the
Hi,
people.
Ivo. Have fun in class.
Anyway, I have to get back to work. There's a mop in the supply closet next to Bernard's office, I think.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
Okay, so it's literally just called us to do our job and was being all secretive about it. Sophie's journal. Okay. Oh, this is awesome. Haunted hotel. Some days I'm convinced that Clarington is haunted. It's not that I believe in ghosts, no, but there have been too many incidents for me to rule out the possibility completely. Just this morning, I was waiting for the elevator on the 5th floor when I heard a loud bang behind me. Like someone shutting a door, but with more force than I've ever heard a person use. I looked around and there was no one to be seen. I was just imagining things. Gunshot? Question mark. Trouble in Paradise. I overheard Wendy and Jax arguing in the break room. From the sounds of it, Linda got to Jack's head and convinced him that Wendy was flirting with some of our guests. I couldn't believe it. Anyone who's been around them for more than a minute could see how much Wendy loves Jax. She never would do that to him. Or would she? Beth's banter, even if it's only a few minutes of my day, my chats with Beth are always a highlight. She called me up to clean a mess made by one of our guests, which gave us a chance to catch up. I don't think I've met someone who can make a conversation seem so effortless. Beth has a witty response for everything. But the chair group meeting will lurk. Awesome, Panda. And by the way, we have an exclamation lurk. Have fun with your meeting. It's too bad maids aren't usually allowed in the lobby. Chatting with her every day would be great. A great way to start my morning. Oh, okay. Well, the hotel receptionist for long as I remember. I mean, we heard in the interrogation that you've only been working at the hotel for like a year. So as long as I can remember, seems like an exaggeration. In fact, hers was the first face to welcome me when I took my first step into Clarington. Well, seeing that she's the receptionist, that seems fitting. She knows at the back of her hand, but can be fiery. She doesn't win her much love from Bernard, but most guests adore her for her magnetic personality, and that's something that I can plainly see. We don't get a chance to chat as often as I'd like, but when we do, it's always a blast. I only wish I had even half of her wit, so I could entertain her as much as she entertains me. Jacques is one of the Clarington's bellboys. I don't know much about him. He's even more shy than I am. Barely looking up at guests when carrying the luggage. People like us just need someone to bring us out of our shells. And apparently for Jacques, that person is Wendy. It's like a completely different person around him. He lights up, laughs, even cracks jokes. I was so happy that you found Wendy. Even happier when he proposed. Okay, so Jacques and Wendy are even engaged. I like the Clarington's very own Janet and Tony, whoever Janet and Tony are. But it seems their engagement is in peril thanks to Linda's meddling. Stand strong, Jacques. Don't fall for her manipulations. Wendy is a waitress at the hotel's restaurant. She and her best friend Yvette were hired together and they used to be inseparable. Until 3 or 4 months ago. It's no coincidence that this was around the time Wendy started dating Jacques, the bellboy, to whom she's now happily engaged. That is depending on who you ask, and seems to think that Wendy is the Clarington's resident flirt. Sure, she's popular with guests and collects the most tips by far, but I've always chalked that up to the same thing that has drawn me to her, that warm smile that just radiates kindness. Linda's not convinced, though, and seems to have taken it upon herself to expose Wendy for who she really is. Jealous much? Sounds like it. Boy! Oh wow, okay, that picture. Okay. Linda. Who really looks like our resident bitch. Linda is the Clarington's governess. Bernard's second in command. Calling for duty, Admiral. And it's easy to see why. She rules over the maids with an iron fist, always ready to enforce Bernard's latest rules to the letter. Most of them hate her for this, but my feelings are a bit more mixed. For whatever reason, she seems to have a soft spot for me. Okay. Same cannot be said for Wendy, unfortunately. It's like she's made it her life mission to break up Wendy and Jack's relationships, and I'm worried that her latest efforts may have succeeded. Bernard's the Clarington's manager, the big boss. He spends most of his days locked in his office and doesn't like the maids roaming around outside of their posts, so our paths don't cross often. Lately, he's been hell-bent on getting the hotel back in shape, whatever that means. And there have been a lot of changes around here as a result. He's enforcing employer rules more strictly than ever, and dropping God knows how much money on renovations. The stress is practically radiating off of him. Okay. Family. Mom always means well, but life hasn't dealt her the best hand of cards. She doesn't talk to me very much about her time as a nurse during the war, but I've always wondered what kind of person she was before this harrowing chapter of her life. It's just the two of us at home. Mom's had bad luck with keeping jobs, and she finds it hard to be around people, so she stays home most of the time. At least she's never missed an episode of The Wild Orchid. On the good days, she can manage on her own. But on her bad days, well, I do my best to be there for her. Okay. Dad. Left when I was 2 years old. Haven't heard from him since. Mom doesn't say much, so I stopped asking. Okay. Interesting. Love that.
Chocolate mousse cake. Maybe Bobby wouldn't mind sneaking me a slice. Ugh, no. Bernard would have both our heads.
Okay.
Let's get that mop from the supply closet.
Uh-huh. And new character, Bobby. Bobby's the head chef in the Clarington's kitchen. He takes care of all the restaurant's orders and the meals ordered through room service. I love walking by the kitchen doors any chance I get just to enjoy the smell of whatever Bobby's cooking up. But linger too long and you'll get an earful, or worse. I don't want to spend another afternoon cleaning macaroni out of my hair. Oh, okay.
That smell. If only we were allowed in there.
I mean, honestly, we have kind of the two bitches that were in the break room, and we have Nicole.
Poor Nicole. No one should be stuck cleaning up the reception hall after a ball, even if they did draw the short straw.
Chessboard. Can someone win? Oh yeah, black one. Checkmate. I have to get the mop first. Do we have in the room service? Oh, pretty photograph. I hope it's the city of Montreal. Oh boy. Oh yeah, that's what I call a snowstorm. Is that the gentleman who pushed over the vase? Some more luggage.
There's something so peaceful about looking out at a storm. From the inside. Where it's warm. And dry. Linda's been putting these everywhere lately. It's weird that Bernard allows it.
Who was Linda again? Oh, Linda was the governess, wasn't it? Give me a second to check.
Beth said there was a mop in the supply closet next to Bernard's office.
Yeah. Oh, additional notes. Linda feels incredibly strongly about married couples who chose to divorce. She's been leaving anti-divorce flyers on every floor and don't even speak to any divorcee staying at the hotel. Like poor Mrs. Bromont in room 507. Okay, but we cleaned 504 earlier, didn't we? Where do such strong convictions like that come from? It's a little hypocritical to say the least. Oh, I was just about to say she probably got divorced herself. So in those kind of stories, people who have a strong opinion on something like that, they did the thing. So she got divorced. Okay. Since we now saw that Linda is having additional information. Okay, no one else has additional information. Okay, let's read that. Protect the family. Say no to divorce. Fuck off. You can be divorced against your will. Women and children suffer most in divorce. You lose your succession rights in divorce. The wife's pension rights are lost in divorce. You lose your right to the family home in divorce. Issued by the DOC Divorce Oversight Committee. Ugh. You know, I'm all for educating people on the consequences of their choices, and like divorce is a choice that has consequences for people who are married. Like legal stuff changes, definitely. But also, like, if you're a woman in a marriage with an abusive husband, honey, you're allowed to get a divorce.
Bernard still leaves these around the front desk? Guess he didn't hear Beth when she swore she'd burn the place to the ground next time she had to suffer through one of his sermons.
Clown Class Clarington. It's in the name. I wonder if in an earlier edition the name Clarington was spelled with K and they changed it on a whim when they, like, designed this object. Can I inspect the postcards? No, I can't.